so special to be dedicating a Sefer Torah to Divi, to honor him in this way. We're really upset we couldn't be there, but we're very grateful that we could speak and share some words about him, stories. I mean, anybody that knows Divi knows that dedicating a Sefer Torah to him is the most fitting thing possible. He was the epitome of a Baal Koreh. He had the most love for Torah. I mean, a teen minyan, like
when he was in teen minyan, and people used to drop their aliyahs on a Friday or Thursday night, you know, to quote some of the past teen minyan leaders, he's a workhorse, and he would pick it up, and he would lay the whole parsha, most of the aliyahs, whatever it was, and however much time he needed or how much time he had, he was able to get it done.
Yes, another story about Divi showed his love of Torah wasn't just like it was really at the youngest age possible. He had the most pure, genuine love. When we were at his house many years ago, a few of us, me, Noam, I think Daniel, Yonatan, we were playing, and then it's time for mincha, so we went down to his basement, and Divi, we get the Torah out with Divi's father. Divi's holding it in his hand, and we all lined up behind him, and he's taking the Torah in his hand and starts singing with it. He's like, Torah, 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 and we all just start joining in with him, because it was really special to watch him do that. We couldn't help but join in. He wanted all of us to take a share with the Torah, dance and sing with it. He had such genuine love for Torah and passion for Torah that even at the youngest age, he couldn't hold himself back from the feelings he had.
And to talk about, like Josh said, that he wanted all of us to be able to hold the Torah, about such an amazing friend he was. You know, I can recall so many different times where we would be, some of us, you know, Divi's friends would be down or in a bad mood or whatever it was, and Divi always used to come and support us and ask for okay and try to help us and make us feel better. As the type of friends he was and the type of person he was as well.
Another story I could remember, only like a couple years ago, all of us went to a friend's house, his backyard, for Shavuos. We were planning to maybe learn the whole night, but we didn't really do much learning.
We knew we weren't going to learn.
It was more whatever. We were doing what we do, drinking, hanging out, and not really doing much. But all of us noticed Divi came with a Sefer. Believe me, we were impressed. He came out there seriously ready to learn. He was enjoying the learning. It was something that was he came with he prepared like a vort to give to us. We were all very inspired by that. And he didn't care he didn't care that no one else was doing what he was doing. When Divi wanted to do his thing, he did it, and that was something that was super inspirational. He loved Torah. Like, I get it, like post yeshiva, to have that love of Torah, like that makes sense. But to have that love of Torah that Divi had, never having that opportunity to come, it still puzzles me. Like, it took after a whole year of developing that love for Torah, but Divi he always had that love, and it's something that inspires me. This year, I try and think about. I'm sure it does for all of his friends when we're learning, to be trying to dedicate our learning to him, have him in mind when I'm laning like Shnai Mikra, the weekly parsha, to be having him in mind. It really helps give you that extra push. There's another thing I wasn't so sure about sharing, but I think I want to speak about it. A few months ago, I had a dream about Divi. I was walking with a few friends, and we were like hiking up some mountain and going up a hill, and I saw Divi ahead of me. He was up on top of the hill, or ahead. And so I obviously left my friends, ran up to him, and I just immediately gave him a hug. I'm holding him in my hands, and I look back at my other friends that were still behind, and they're looking at me like I'm crazy. And I look back in my arms, and no one was there. And I woke up, and I was obviously very shaken up from this dream. It was very intense, but you know, I spoke to one of my rebbeim about this, and and trying to understand this maybe has some sort of meaning. But what I took out of this is that although it's true that my relationship and everyone's relationship with Divi, it's not physical anymore. That doesn't mean that you can't have a connection to him.
You know, there's like been so many times where, you know, walking or sitting in my room, whatever it is, and I just start to think, you know, how either would Divi enjoy what we're doing right now, what would he think about this, and I even try to say hi to him sometimes, you know, and just to see how he's doing.
Yeah, so it's not the same relationship. It's not a physical one anymore, but like either through like making brachas with his name in mind, or